Yeah, Auntie Leah, you see how she looked in this new photo. Hold on, I'm trying to fix this real quick too, because I don't know what's going on. This YouTube app bugging. Yeah, she looked crazy. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. Give me 1 second, y'all. What's up? Um, Let me see. What's up, y'all? You are on Set in the West, and yeah, they are. Everybody pile in. Everybody's already talking about how this looks. She looked crazy. I mean, no disrespect, but she's like the. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to feel about it. But let's go. Let me see. Hold on. I wish I can get this background fixed. I don't know what's going on, but we just gonna have to just rock with it. It's just gonna be what it is. Okay. So right here. So yeah. The the thing is, what's up, Patricia Blair? What's up, everybody? Auntie Leah in the building. Yeah, yeah, condolences. Rudy Giuliani hospitalized. All right, look, I guess, and all my notes ain't even popping up. Yeah, what a good thing. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Why this ain't coming up? Look, y'all, for those who don't know, Erykah Badu, they dropped an album, and when I say they, I'm referring to Alchemist and Erykah Badu. Now, first off, if you don't know who Alchemist is just he's a dope producer. He's been doing his thing in hip hop for some time. I think it. When did he first get his first start? Alchemist probably got his first start with Mob Deep. It's he's primarily a hip hop producer though. That's pretty much what it is. Alchemist. And again, shout out to Alchemist. He's been doing a lot of great work. He has something new with Larry June and Two Chains. What is the name of the album that the Alchemist um, and Larry June and yeah, the name of that project. What is the name of that project? What is so yeah. All right. So Alchemist has a project with Larry June, Two Chains. Yeah, Hold You Down was a dope beat. That was dope. That was real dope. And yeah, he's raised in LA, raised in Beverly Hills, if anything. Right, I know. But again, dope. Like I thought he was an East Coast dude. I really thought he was like a dude from New York. So he's known for producing it's mainly samples. He'll sample and gotta give him his props. He samples and he chops it up. It's an art to the way you produce with samples. So no, hell no, not Dilla, but give him his credit. He ain't Dilla. Dilla was come on. All the best example for Dilla, a Dilla beat that I would give to anyone to go check out that song he did for the Far Side called Running. Like study that. That's if you are trying to produce, if you're trying to get into the game and you're a producer and you wanted to go get samples, chop them up. I still have my MPC 3000, and I also work on the machine too. Like I'll work on this little unit here. I gotta fix this thing. I don't know what is going on with this, but he's heavily sampled. But that's what he does. He sample style production. Mobb Deep, Eminem, Schoolboy Q, Action Bronson, Freddie Gibbs, um, Griselda, Earl Sweatshirt, and Dilated Peoples, Mobb Deep. Yeah. So for him to drop an album with Erykah Badu was like, yo, I didn't even know about it. I heard, but I didn't know about it. I kind of was like, okay, he's coming with a new project. We knew about the Larry June and the 2 Chainz project, but now we got him and Erykah Badu. So again, shout out to Alchemist, dope producer. But I'll just say it like this: when you are producing, when you are the type of producer that he is, you basically are, the name of the album is called Life is Beautiful with Larry June and 2 Chainz. So when you are the type of producer that he is, I can go either way, samples or just go straight, just produce right off the rip, like just come out of nowhere with like, okay, boom, I got a bass line. Because I'll write my music. That's what I do. Or I'll get inspired by a sample. For him to drop an album with Erykah Badu, it's kind of like long awaited. People are like, oh, damn, Erykah Badu and Alchemist. So the album is called Abi and Alan. So Abi is Erykah's middle name, I believe, and Jag will come on and she'll be able to attest and talk more about Erykah Badu. And everybody know Erykah Badu, classic album with On and Baduism. Baduism from 97, like that album, classic. I haven't heard it in years, but when I listen to it, it just takes me back to 97. And that's a classic Erykah Badu album. But Erykah Badu hasn't dropped anything since, I was like, wow, 2010. She hasn't dropped anything since that New America Part 2. And that was kind of cool. I wasn't hating on it. I like Erykah Badu. I ain't go front. She's dope artistically. Now I always said, I was like, what's a better album? Erykah Badu's first or Jill Scott's first? And that's kind of, whoa, that's like, to me, that's like, I don't know. But it's both, they're both dope projects, both dope artists. We fast forward to damn near 30 years later from Erykah Badu's debut. Erykah Badu dropped Baduism in 97. We're almost 30 years up on that. That's crazy. There's an album with Erykah Badu and Alchemist. And the thing is I'm like, how come I haven't heard? I'm still tripping. I'm like, I did not hear anything about it. And I'm up on it. I am up on it. I just was like, what part of the game? How come this isn't bigger news? And that's what we're going to talk about today with like albums dropping. And that's what happens when someone drops an album now, they just drop. That's it. You just drop it. The music has been deemed useless. It really has. The music has been deemed not valuable. And you make so much effort and you put so much time. What's up, Christy Bates? What's good? you put so much time and effort into making a song. I mean, back in the day, it was like not easy. You didn't have computers readily available. You didn't have recording software. You had to actually go into an actual music studio. It always baffled and confused me. The the 16 tracks, 32 tracks, whatever, just whatever, how many tracks you needed to produce a song. In each track, drums over here, snares over here, whatever, bass, whatever, vocals, etc. And it took time. Now that the music can be made kind of like that, and now we got like AI music. Oh man, that's horrible. AI music is horrible, in my opinion. Like straight up, just AI music, horrible. But the music pretty much has been degraded. I'll just say it like that. The quality of the music. What's up, Margie? Thank you, Margie, for you ordered your sweatshirt. Appreciate it. Give us some time. We're gonna talk about that too. I want to make sure I get everything up and going because I kind of want to tie in this new way for artists to like really get their stuff out, even though it's kind of been out there already in regards to merch. When artists have merchandise or bundles, they will attach it to the music, and it's just a way that you could support the artist. So we appreciate you guys with supporting Jaguar and what it is that she's doing. And here she goes. What's up? What's up, Jaguar? She's in the building. Let me see if I can fix this. Yeah, you're there. See this? My
Oh,
my my whole thing, that my computer, my phone
¿cómo,
is buzzing.
cómo? ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah. I'm looking up something real quick. Hold on. Real quick. So there you go, Jag. I basically was letting everybody know about Badu and the Alchemist's new album. And I have some notes here. Something's just happening with all my notes today. What is going on? I'm baffled. I couldn't pull up the notes from before. They're working. They're working. These people are
Je
working.
no sé. Je no sé, Antelia.
Okay, so look, here it is. Erykah Badu, The Alchemist.
Oh.
They have an album together. It's called Abi and Alan. Did you hear about this project, Jay?
I heard that she was going to be releasing an album first. Her first album in 15 years. And then earlier this year, and then I heard that it was supposed to be with The Alchemist. And I just find it funny because I heard about the project with Two Chains and The Alchemist before we heard about the official this. And yeah, so
Yeah, like and that's the album with Two Chains and Larry June and Alchemist called Life is Beautiful. They've
yeah.
been talking about that album for a while. And I would say the rollout, because that's what I wanted to talk about. The rollout for that album, was pretty good. And if you don't know what a rollout is, y'all, that's just kind of like teasing up to an album's release.
Oh yeah.
And usually it could be months, it could be 6 months, it could be 2 weeks. I mean, well,
It could
I
be
mean
years.
anything. It could be years, but
I mean, for crying out loud, they've been teasing D'Angelo's new album for about 2 decades.
wow. D'Angelo ain't dropped the album since what, the 2000s, right? Early 2000. That was it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They've been
yeah.
threatening to put one out.
Threatening. Damn. Threatening. That's funny. That is funny. Um, yeah, so the rollout for this album it's very strange because these are two prolific artists who are kind of like, I mean, they're out there. They're cemented the in hip hop, in the hip hop culture.
Mhm.
And for whatever reason, I guess they've been talking about it since February, but I didn't hear about the rollout, or I didn't hear nothing about this album. We knew 2 Chainz and Larry June. They said a Most Def and Alchemist album is coming as well. But Erykah Badu, and they got featured on Billboard.
They
They
got
said
him
Erykah
running.
Badu.
They just got him running around with everybody.
I find it interesting. That is interesting. When like I said, the music quality and the music today is kind of just like it ain't really like, I'll say the fans aren't valuing the music like that no more.
You want to know what
But
I find interesting? What you just said, and I don't even think you realize what you just said. You said an Alchemist Most Def album, not an Alchemist Black Star album.
no, it's not Black Star. They're talking. It's just Most Def. It's just Yasin. It's not the other guy. Nah, it's not him.
Ain't
I
no
mean,
been saying. I've been saying for years.
we ain't finna talk about the Style Orphan, and salute the Mike and I for touching up on, and Tumex called him Talib Cosby. And we ain't finna talk about, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, you know.
Y'all didn't see me a couple of weeks ago. I was right in front of the great Mike and I. Shout out to Mike and I, one of the dopest artists, dopest lyricists out there. And he went up against some like that Russian rag. Don't play with West Coast MC. That's all I can say. That's all I really could say. Don't think we all, you know, Chuck Taylors and khakis. Like Mike and I is a great representation of West Coast MCs. But yeah, it's Yasin Bey, aka Most Def,
AKA
and
Dante.
Alchemy. Right, right. So Erykah Badu, Billboard dropped this some time ago. They said she was prepping for her first album, 15 years,
Yeah.
and it's solely produced by The Alchemist.
Yeah.
And this was in March. They talked about this in March,
Yeah.
and people were waiting, but
Mhm.
it looks like the rollout for it was kind of janky because The Alchemist didn't even know the date. It was supposed to have been released on the 29th, and it's still, I still haven't heard it. I can't even find out where it's at. But The Alchemist basically was like, they put up an email, um, talking about a tour. So Erykah Badu and Alchemist started a tour. Love is Love, the Love Is tour.
Mm.
And it started in early July. And
Okay.
from what it looks like, they were all over the world with it. Let me look at some of the cities that they toured. And I believe
Overseas.
that, yeah, well, I believe, I don't believe it's all overseas.
Okay.
It looks like, well, you were able to get the tickets from the Erykah Badu's website. So that's where I'm going to go right now.
Oh.
But the album was said to be streamed or hitting streaming platforms August 29th, which was what, yesterday or 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that. So the information that I'm getting though is that the album or the performances that they, people were talking about the performance, because they would go and perform the whole album. They said it's fire. They said it was fire. You know what I'm saying? But
So people say it's fire. It ain't
yeah.
out, but it's out.
Uh-huh.
Is it streaming anywhere?
See, that's the problem. There was no mention of it on their socials about the release date. Just what I saw about them saying it on the 29th after the tour. And it was supposed to come out this week. And then Alchemist followed up with a tweet saying, that if you follow him on his socials, that he's very clear on the dates of any projects he's going to release. But Erykah Badu and them said the project was delayed from the 29th. And then Badu was working and said, they're going to do something on the 29th, but I still haven't heard it. And Alchemist is claiming he had no knowledge of the date.
It sounds like they tricked him into doing a promo tour.
Well, everybody knows, and if you haven't, you've been under a rock. And I showed you a little bit of this Drink Champs interview with Erykah Badu. And Erykah Badu doesn't really do interviews like that. So, shout out to her for that. And Alchemist, it was Erykah
Shout
Badu
out
and
to
Alchemist.
her.
Yeah, Erykah Badu and Alchemist sat on a Drink Champs. And you saw some of that interview, right?
I mean, did my eyes witness it? Yeah. Did I really hear it? Nah.
Yeah, we saw some stuff. Erykah Badu was like lightweight, not drunk, but I'll just say, oh, look, hold on.
She was slurring before they took their first drinks on camera.
Okay, so look, Erykah Badu does have a tour coming up, the Mama's Gun tour for it looks like it's just pretty much for the rest of the year from October, beginning of October.
Yeah.
She has performances at the Hollywood Bowl.
What it
Then they
sounds
move
like
on.
is that they put this project out so that she could get back out on the road and do her old catalog, because ain't nobody really interested in seeing any more variations of the stuff. I mean, listen to me. You already know how I feel about her. You know how she feel about me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me promoting that weirdo by any
Gotcha.
means or in any way.
Gotcha.
But for the culture, I can listen. Um See, this is the thing. I have a hard time saying for the culture when it comes to her.
Mm. Mm.
I have a hard time saying that. Um when I heard you talking about, the classic Baduism, yeah, it all sounds real classic until you talk to the people that helped her make that album, every last one of them that she jerked. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I think she got really pissed off when I moved to Dallas, because I worked with a lot of the people, and I linked up with a lot of the people that helped her build everything that she built before she burned everybody in Dallas, so that she could run behind Kedar Massenberg's clout chase with the Roots and become a professional hip hop baby mom. I know the real story,
Mm-hmm.
and I know how many artists that helped her get to where she was, that she's blocked their careers, she's gatekeeped on them, she's done a lot of things. So, and then make Dallas feel like she's doing them a favor when she has one of her celebrity pet and zoo birthday parties so that they can all come and meet her so-called, celebrity friends, and she can, like, it's just all weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, she
Yeah.
is Auntie Leah. She's the only woman that I know that got a record deal so she could get pregnant by a bunch of rappers. Usually it's the other way around. You get pregnant by a bunch of rappers and then you finally get, recognized as an artist yourself. She did it backwards. But don't get me to talking.
Well, we could talk about the one first thing that I want to talk about is the industry and how botched rollouts, poor promotion hurts artists.
Oh
So
yeah.
we ain't got to talk about her like that per se, but we could just let's talk about the industry and especially the industry now. And really, why it's not even it does it really benefit an artist to be attached to the industry like that right now?
I mean, in my opinion, Nah. Like, as it stands right now, the industry ain't nothing but the internet. And if the internet is 51% bots, 49% consumers, and you're barely getting any acknowledgement on your project with bots running the show, it's see, this is the thing. Real engagement requires real people. The internet ain't real.
Not anymore. Never really was.
Streams have killed legitimate record sales.
Yeah.
So you put out a project, the momentum for pushing a project is not going to be the same because ain't no money. You know, back in the day when we put out albums, there was an entire workforce that went behind it. Your street teams, your record pools, your label people, your A&Rs, your ADRs, which were the people that work with the marketing department. Uh, it was a concerted effort. Your promotional tour or your promotional run, like with Black Lily. Black Lily was invented because they weren't going to give the Jazzy Fat Nasties enough money to do a real promotional tour, to tour the United States to promote the album. So instead, we took the money that they gave us for them and we turned it into an event and made it a constant event for people to come to, and then build it up from there, and then let the journalists come, bring in the tastemakers, and bring in the marketing people. They spread the words, and it created a grassroots campaign. One of the smartest ideas Richard Nichols ever came up with, and then it became a promotional event for everybody else who was on it. So the event long outlived the promotional budget, and it turned into, and I don't care what nobody say. They could say whatever they want to say. I'm the godmother of Black Lily, point blank and period. If it wasn't for me doing what I did, that event would have died out in 3 months, and that just would have been the end of it. And guess what? There wouldn't have been a space for Jill Scott to come on a regular basis to promote herself before Who Is Jill Scott came out. There wouldn't have been a space for Kindred the Family Soul to develop what they had going on. There wouldn't have been a space for my cousin, Lady Alma from Philadelphia, who used to be with For Hero, to roll what she was rolling. There wouldn't have been an event for Jasmine Sullivan to grow up and be mentored by us to become everything that she is today.
Mm.
Um, there wouldn't have been a place for Erykah Badu to come and be worshipped by ingratiating herself amongst us and pretending like she was one of us. You know what I mean? Like, there wouldn't have been a place for Flowetry to come.
Yeah.
To like so this is very, 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 it's a very, very, very different time.
Yeah.
We had real world effect, we had real world reach, and we created real engagement. Now you got all this AI bot crap. So it's like, and not only that, people really, they're not caring about music anymore. They're not. Music has become the backdrop to your stream.
Music's relevance isn't like how it was in the past. And
Music is green screen now.
mm,
Am I wrong?
no, you're right. See the thing, and I said it got cheapened. And let's go into this. And I told you I wanted to talk about this. It
Mhm.
got cheapened when. Let me go back to when I first like love hip hop, love music. Well, I've been listening to music my whole life.
Yeah.
And then hip hop, the first really, really dope song I remember first grade round, Run DMC had their run, they had Beats to the Rhyme. Even before that, though, I was into hip hop. But when I heard Beats to the Rhyme, I was like, what? This is dope. And we heard it on the radio. I was little, I wasn't able to get tapes. But then when I got older, there was a tape, Rap 88. It was a mixtape, and it had a bunch of dope Rakim. It Takes Two. Like, it was 88. It was that time, 88. 88 was a very good year for hip hop. And
88 was
I was
amazing.
like, and I just was like, boom, it got me. And I remember that tape. I had that tape. I've had tapes, 89 mixtape, 90 mixtape, 91, 92, 93, even up to like, what, about 94, 95, when my homegirl from New York used to bring back the Clue tapes.
Huh.
And my homeboy had Biggie. I had the CD, and this is crazy. You remember Pudgy the Fat Bastard?
I remember.
My homeboy, he's from New York, Jewish cat. He never heard of Pudgy the Fat Bastard. He's like, what was this? How did you? Because I had a CD, and it was a middle finger in the middle of that tape. That's funny because I mean not tape, but the CD. And it's kind of like your album, right? And but it was a cartoon. It was a cartoon. Give him the finger. That was the name of Pudgy the Fat Bastard's album. That CD though was like, you put in the CD player and you listen. The homie was like, hey man, I'll dub Biggie's album for you on tape. Let me borrow that CD. I let him borrow it. So the music was like a culture thing. It was like, it was like you had a book, you had something physical. I think that meant a lot. Like to me, when I first got like the first CD I ever bought was like, I hate to admit it, it was the Bratz Funkdafied. But I bought tapes and stuff. But I brought the Bratz Funkdafied CD and opening it up, and it was an experience. You see the pictures, you read the credits, listen to the album. It was a different time. Now let's fast forward. And this is what a buddy of mine told me. He said, when everything was analog, we're talking about tapes, we're talking about vinyl, we were good. The music industry, the artists were good. I talked to Lonzo, even though these labels were cheating, because he told me he would go press up 50,000 copies of Turn Off the Lights, Macola. They press up his CDs and then, his albums, and he'll sell 50,000 like no problem around the country. But they were pressing up another 50,000, unbeknownst to him, and they were doing their thing. So it was always some cheating stuff going on in his music industry, right?
Yeah.
But what really messed up the game was the CDs, because a buddy of mine was like, as soon as it went digital, it was a wrap. Now, at the time when you got your CDs, we didn't have accessibility to music like that. Computers like that. You had a CD player, and it was read only. It wasn't read write. It didn't take it was different. Soon as I remember, and let's go back, 97 Badu album. That was around the time when MP3s were the thing. I remember the first MP3 I downloaded, when a Busta Rhymes song that wasn't on the coming, or no, wasn't on When Disaster Strike. And I was like, I gotta get that song, and I downloaded it. I just had it on my computer. And that's how old school I was. I had a tape that I was able to take stuff off of my computer to my tape, and I listened to it in my car. That's how old I am. But when everything went digital, that messed up the money for the artist. So fast forward, MP3, CDs, people ripping CDs. You got LimeWire, you had Napster, you had all these companies that would put out music, or you can pirate music. And the entertainment industry decided to go after the MP3. Go after the companies, not the actual technology, not the MP3, but the actual Napster, the what do you call them, LimeWire. They went after them, and they went after people. They made examples. They went, oh, this guy downloaded all kind of music, and they fined them. And they even got the ISPs, the internet service providers, to snitch and be like, tell us who's using whatever, torrent sites or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And the industry went after the people and the companies, and not the actual technology. And that's where they messed up. and made the music less valuable. And then you get to the point to where Apple, they took advantage of the technology and they said, we're just going to create a store where Warner, Elektra, Atlanta, Sony, they didn't even think like, let's just create a store online where everybody can just go get the stuff there. No, Apple did it with iTunes and all that first. So Apple pretty much owned the music industry and kind of still does to a degree. And that's where we're at right now. That's why the music is so like artists put out music all the time. You could put out a catalog. I think Chris Brown did an album, had like 55 songs on there. Okay, that's cool. And shout out to the homie Cocaine. If y'all know Cocaine, it's spelled Kokane. He's a dope singer. Met him some time ago last year and was giving him his props because I remember buying his tape and then getting his promo stuff. And I always support Cocaine. And he has his own site where it's just like, go get all my catalog here because I own all my music. And he'll have a 40-song album for $20. You just get on his site. And I said, that's dope and that's good. And I commend him for that because right now artists got to remove the middleman. So that's what I'm talking about right now. The music relevance, the relevancy of music. And now these artists, now that the industry is pretty much dying, it is time for real artistry to come back and come out. And if you're a real artist, MC, singer, and you really want to get out there and do your thing, you have the opportunity to do it now. The industry is dying. It's pretty much dead, if you really ask me. But the art shouldn't be dead along with it. The art should be the one that resurrects from this phoenix, this burning carcass.
Mm.
What do you think?
Yeah, man.
the the cultural relevancy of neo soul. Let me just ask you that because someone made a comment in my chat or channel yesterday talking about neo soul. They said Jaguar. They said you have the ability to bring back neo soul.
No, I
What do you have to
don't.
say about that?
No, I don't. Because Neo Soul is dead. Neo Soul was never Neo Soul. It was a
Mm,
gimmick.
mm,
Soul music is soul music. It was soul music that was influenced by jazz and hip hop. And as we know, it's practically the same thing because hip hop was influenced by jazz. So it's see, that's the problem when people really don't know the origin of what it is. It's just an evolution of what was already there. So and let's just be honest, nobody in neo soul is worried about neo soul coming back either. They all
mm.
sold out. It's not about that. Whatever we had at that time, that's then.
Yeah.
It's a relic from a wonderful, beautiful time. But people always want to talk, oh, you could bring this back, you could bring that back. No, we can't because the truth is, when we were there in that moment, we were marketing real music to real people. The stories, the songs, they were about people celebrating their normal everyday lives. They were about people. We made the neighborhoods the stars of our show. We made, you know, your long lost love or the girl next door or street corner ciphers and we highlighted real life for real
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
That was the beautiful thing about neo soul. Like when you listen to songs like Far Away from Here,
Yeah.
Kindred Family Soul. If you listen to
Yeah.
my song, the country song, from
Mm-hmm.
my first album, Denials, Delusions, and Decisions, the lyrics. So what you
Mm-hmm.
want to talk about? Can we talk about it? Handle this maturely. Won't nobody love you best. Nobody love you, baby. You know, or can't nobody tell you, baby, about the troubles that we see. Now I know you tired of walking, tired of taking the bus and using calling cards, baby. Just like I'm tired of rice and beans and collard greens with every meal I make. So when the bill collectors they come knocking, there won't be no stop. We were talking about making it through everyday life. If you go back to Jill's album and you listen to her album. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark, find a spot for us to
Mm-hmm.
spark
Mm-hmm.
conversation. Like we were talking
Mm-hmm.
about real life. Oh, welcome, Melina. Welcome to the West Side. 2 months. Come on now. And happy birthday
Appreciation.
to Jay Mizak. I hope your day's
Oh,
not Wizak.
it's Jay Mizak's birthday. That's what's up. Happy birthday, bro.
hmm No, but seriously though, we were talking about real life. The only thing that even like kind of segued Erykah Badu into hip hop culture at all, rather than solely, the neo soul thing, was the fact that she was, pretending to be a 5%er.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's what she was on. So 5%, Mob Deep, Dead Prez, poor righteous teachers, so it put her in that eclectic, little niche, where it was the soul and the jazz and the hip hop. But yeah, it was still talking about their regular life. Nobody's interested in real life anymore.
Nah.
Nobody's interested in being the neighborhood celebrity rather than I got 3 million followers on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's interested in those things. So to say, "Oh, you can bring back neo soul." Who's going to buy it? Even the neo soul
Right.
people is worried about the fake shit. So it's that time has come. That time is gone. But what we can do is evolve the feeling of that and try to find a real space in a digital world.
Yeah. Well, that's the conversation that I want to have here in regards to
It's
real
kind of like
artistry
trying to find a way to create Zion, like they did in the Matrix.
in the Matrix. Yeah. Well,
Zion was that real space
right.
when they unplugged, where real people could get together and be together. And we got to find a way to create that kind of hub. And that's what I'm really hoping that we'll be able to accomplish with Cruelty Free. That
No, we
real
will.
space.
We will. If you want to dive a little bit deep into that, we can, because essentially that's what I wanted to get at. It's an example, a good example. And we have some technology that's coming that's I think is going to change the game, where people are going to want to get back to those physical mediums, because we're trying something out with Cruelty Free with the merchandise that we have for you. If you guys are interested, you go to thejaguarwright.com. There are these hoodies that we're giving out. We also got shirts as well. But they're cruelty free, and it's to promote and um, you know, show, well, no, where it's really just to promote Jaguar Wright and her up and coming project. So there's a piece of art on the shirt, and on the piece of art, there's a code, a QR code, and you'll be able to listen to new music that Jaguar wants to put up and give to the people. Secret songs or secret messages. We could, because we could put live. Jag, the way I got it set up, we'll be able to put up like a snippet of a live performance, or if y'all don't know what we're doing now with the Patreon too, we're gonna have a lot more of the live. Y'all have seen videos of Jag online on different YouTube channels. with the band behind her and her getting down or whatever. We're gonna bring those back. And when you purchase her shirt or sweater, hoodie, you might have never before seen, not online performance of her, just because you've tapped in to the art, to the movement, to cruelty free. So I think this is just like an innovative way to just really get back to number one, a few hip hop elements, because there's not only just 4 or 5 elements in hip hop, there are 9. And people forget about the fashion, people forget about the entrepreneurship. There's always the music and stuff like that. So tying in Jaguar new music to her wearable tech, shirt, sweater, and also entrepreneurship. You want to speak on that?
Well, this is the thing. I think you said it all. The elements of hip hop, I'll never forget the first time we saw a Carl Kanai line go out. Fubu, for us, by us,
Cross colors.
cross colors. Like we had hip hop designers and they made the clothes for our generation. And then guess what happened? Then Diddy came with
Oh,
Sean John,
oh,
screwed it
yeah.
all up. Then Rockaware came. You know what I mean?
And
I'll
even
never
no,
forget.
and even
I used to work
I
at the
would even
Wu Wear store.
I was just about to bring up Wu Wear.
I used to work at the Wu Wear store. I worked at the one in Philly, down South Street. I was there for the grand opening and the grand closing. But
Damn.
the thing is, we got away from that. And everybody just, like I said, everyone's sold out.
Yeah,
Everyone's sold out to the cheap, shiny ideas. So I think for us to be able to go back to doing hand to hands, you know,
yeah, yeah,
this
yeah,
way,
yeah,
it's awesome. And I'm really interested in partnering with some dope black designers
yeah.
and creating stuff for me where I can put my music on it. Yeah, Eve's Hill. Yeah. Did he did block Wu Tang. He did. He
Yep.
they're not the only people he did that to.
Yeah.
And guess what?
They they're the
People
ones
are
who are
still
bold
doing
enough to
it.
say it.
People are still doing it to, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
after the trial. After the
Yeah.
trial. They could have spoke up a lot sooner. A lot of people could have spoke up a lot sooner.
Yeah.
Um because the truth is that's criminal that's corruption.
That's tortious interference.
Yeah, it is. But hey, don't nobody want him to go down for a Rico. So to be able to take, pieces of garments that we're creating for our audience and then to make a space for them to get that hand to hand experience where they can go. What do we mean by blocked? He literally went to the radio stations and
Yeah.
paid them to
Yeah.
not play people's music and
He
only
went
play his
yeah.
music.
He went to Hot 97 specifically about for the Woo, right? And then
Yeah. No, not just
yeah.
him. A lot of other
But yeah,
people.
but I'm saying specifically, I think Ghost, somebody from the Woo just did an interview and talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is look at how easy that was. Look at how easy that was to do. It's
Khalil, I gotta check that out. I gotta check out Art of Dialogue with
oh, with
Lance. I seen it. Yeah.
untalking.
I
I
gotta
don't
check it
know
out.
what's untalking about
I
because
respect Un. I respect that guy,
listen
man.
to me. I respect un too, but you know what?
That dude.
Was still too afraid to press charges
I know.
against him and have him
I
thrown
know.
in jail. Because if he had a
I
went
know.
and had him thrown in jail, half of the stuff that's going on right now wouldn't even be going on. Just like if
Boom.
Diddy had a went to jail for powing Natanya Rubin in the face, a lot of the stuff that's going on right now wouldn't be going on right now. He could be talking all he wants to talk. When that man took that shiv and stuck it in your gut, you should have had him thrown in jail like an animal.
Should have had him taken care of. I know I would have. I know anybody come at me with anything, guess what?
You want to know what else I also find funny? Everybody wants to sit there talking about Jay-Z ain't nothing like the diddler. There's a whole video of him, like literally pushing a girl, mushing her in the face, and damn near knocking her down online.
Mm.
There are stories, and there are people that have spoken out about him hitting on women just like the diddler. So it's just it's weird to me.
Yeah, man. But look, let's get back on it because again,
Yeah,
Jack,
yeah,
I don't want to be on here too long.
yeah,
Plus,
yeah, yeah.
I want to go swimming, and I want to get in the I want to get exercise. I got to get right. I
Yeah, I
got to
know
get
what you're
right. But
talking
I
about.
got to get what old boys say. I got to get exercise. I got to get ready for the Jaguar Wright sector. That anyway.
That
Um,
weirdo.
but I'm saying this to say, and shout out to Coach Contra. When I met with him a couple of weeks back, well, I don't know if it was Rod, if it was Taj or Raz, I forget which one, but I did give them their props. A 4-man group, a group you really don't see groups of hip hop groups no more, and these are real hip hop heads. Raz Cass's two sons are in part of that group, and I like their movement, and I really wanted to just really connect with them and be like, look, that bond, that brotherhood y'all got, don't let the industry break y'all because that's how they work. It's divide and conquer. So I'm gonna say it like this. Me and Jag are both about the culture, and we are, I would say you could call us hip hop consultants or media consultants now. And if you are interested in moving in the direction that we're talking about, y'all gotta just hit us up because you got artists signing 360 deals. And that means a label or whatever entity that you sign to will take everything anything creative that you do and you make money off of, they will do it. I didn't know, and this is something that I learned a long time ago in the early late
They get
90s,
money
like
off your shows,
99,
they get money off your merchandise, they get money off
everything,
your publishing, they get money
everything.
off of everything. And this is the thing that trips me out. I'll never forget when they first started offering 360 deals and trying to talk about, oh no, well, this is great because they're going to promote you more because they're going to be wanting to make money with you and whoopty whoopty woo. And I was like, this is bullshit.
No,
You'll never get me to sign one of those.
it's robbery.
It is
It's
robbery.
you allowing them to rob you. That's like you giving them the gun. And I mean, well, my bad. I didn't mean to
No,
say
that's
that.
like
But
you
anyway,
walking up. No, that's like you walking up to them and you see a pow on their hip and say, "Here, before you pull that out, just take everything I own."
right. Yeah. So
Um,
I said,
Yes, yes, 360 deals were created by Leo Cohen,
yeah,
and it's funny because that's kind of like what being a YouTube content creator is it's a 360 deal because they take
yeah.
money off of your super chats, they take money
Hmm.
off of your membership, they take money off
Hmm.
of your stream, they take money off of your ad revenue, and guess what? If you can't break into the algorithm, you pay them and then they let you in, and then after they let you in, they take half of what you got.
Right.
Yeah. But
Yeah. See, right now we're done with all that robbing. We're done with all that. And Lear Cohen knows because he mentioned it. He knows about Uncle Jam's Army. And shout out to, again, rest in peace to my OG, Dr. Funkenstein, who just passed from Uncle Jam's Army, first
salute to
generation Uncle
him.
Jam's Army. Uncle Jam's Army promoted themselves and they didn't really need radio, but then, they did some radio spots, but they didn't really need them because they were such good promoters with a group of DJs out of LA who promoted themselves. The first I would say the first element of hip hop with being promoters and being entrepreneurs. That's Roger Clayton. That's Gid Martin. That's all them. We need to show. That's why I did my documentary on them, because we need to show the kids y'all can do the same thing. And they didn't even have the internet back in the day. Instagram for them was the flyers that they would go up in at night and post on, and you'll see them all down Crenshaw, all
Yeah.
down Western, all down Slauson. And that's how they
Yeah, they
promoted
call
their shows.
street teams. I used to run some.
You don't need, you can still do that. I'm just saying, if you are really for the culture, whatever city you're in, if you got a crew, let's say y'all got one dope singer. Okay, y'all get behind her, push her. Y'all got one dope rapper or a group of rappers. Get behind them, push them. You got a bunch of graffiti artists. Y'all could be doing the graph, but y'all could be sporting the graffiti or the art on the shirt or merchandise or whatever, and then embed their music in it. Like, I'm trying to let everyone know, like, this is a whole new era, and we actually can do what it is that we need to do. That's why I mentioned 360 deals. Do not sign with any label. Just do it on your own. Take your time. That grind, you'll appreciate it later on, because um you'll
The simple
see.
fact that it takes a million streams, that a million streams is only going to get you $4,000.
$4,000.
Possibly. It could be less. Like it's somewhere between 2,500 and 4,000. It's not just a solid $4,000. A million streams. Um so that means in order to make $40,000 you'd have to do 40 million streams.
That's crazy.
And
Now,
that's not before, that's not after taxes, that's before taxes.
that's
So,
crazy.
so we're talking 10 million streams.
Yeah, that's crazy. And look,
Ugh.
this goes beyond the music game too, because y'all know hip hop. We were doing documentaries, we were doing movies. You look at Beat Street, you look at um was it Breaking and Entering? That started out as a documentary with Ice T. Shout out to the OG Ice T. Um, Now, what we're going to introduce is a smart device that
Let's not
is
talk too much about it yet.
okay. But I'm just what y'all really need to hit us up, because what we're going to do is just revolutionize how media is out there, and how artists could really capitalize off of everything, instead of, like, I think.
Grassroots Grassroots is still available in a digital form. It's still there.
Yeah,
That's basically
yeah,
what
man.
he's trying to say. There is a way to take back in the day tactics and deliver it from a digital space, from a
Yeah,
virtual media space. There's a possibility to do it, and for you to be able to own it. The one thing that I've been trying to get is I've been trying to find a way to create a space that could be protected from the internet, protected from the industry, where we could use the technology and everybody get to keep their money.
yeah,
Like the
yeah,
truth is, yes, if you have a company, yeah, yeah, the people that are working in the company, the people that are, promoting, that are doing all of this, that are, contacting the advertisers and all of that stuff. Everyone should be paid for their time.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
But after everyone's been paid, whatever is left should go to the artist, and then them give an option to reinvest back into the company. I don't see why they need to keep it all. So when you look at how streaming pays out and the amount of money that they're keeping, and the amount of money that the artist is getting. You know, Ray Charles used to complain until he started learning how the publishing game went and fought to get his royalties, and then the other artists. But if you go back to the days of Little Richard
Mm-hmm.
and look at his contract,
Mm-hmm.
they were offering him a half a penny for every record sold. A half a penny. And this is back in the 50s. A half a penny. And he said, "What if I only sell one record? How do I get paid?"
They're gonna break that penny in half.
and
Here you go.
and streaming, it's worse than that.
Streaming is 0.003 cent. So point one is a penny. Point one is a dime. 0.01 is a penny. 0.003 cent. 0.003. That's how much you get.
Understand that. Back in the 50s, Little Richard was
It
getting
was
half a penny.
half a penny. Point.
Y'all getting half, y'all getting a third, a quarter penny? I
Yeah,
Yeah, you
man.
talking about Chameleonaire, yeah.
What about the millionaire?
What about Erica's new album? You were asking, Alina.
We're still trying to hear it. I'm gonna come back and I'll talk about it when I hear it.
Yeah,
What's going
we
on is
can't.
there's a botch. Like, where is it at? I don't find it on streamings. I don't find it on Spotify. I can't find it. That's why the title is how Erykah Badu and Alchemist dropped an album. Nobody heard about it. Where's it at? Supposed to
People
drop two
saying
days ago.
people saying they've been to shows and it's dope online. Are they posting anything? Has anyone seen a performance?
Well, they did some type of video. It dropped yesterday, and that spooked me out. That's why I have that picture of Erykah Badu with the like. Did you want to talk about that as far as what we said about? I mean, they always said she had the. Remember, she had the dreads. They said that was fake. That was a wig.
Yeah.
So this thing that she has on
She
her
ain't
new
never had
hair,
no
I guess that's her
dreadlocks.
hair now, huh?
She ain't never had no dreadlocks. That was all fake.
Right. I could
Her
assume
and
that. I
Lauren Hill, they
assume.
both had fake dreads.
Wow. My dreads are fake too.
No, they not.
This is this is a man weave. Did you see Drake? Drake don't have hair like that. Like, he went to court and he straight up looked like Drake from Degrassi. He didn't look like the Drake, the thug Drake. Like, he had a straight. It's crazy. Anyway, um, yeah. So let me get back to this though, real quick.
You asked me
The-
about what did I think, and so yeah, I'm
yeah,
glad we skipped on past it because that's.
yeah. You don't have to answer that. I don't even. It's fine.
Nah, I
We
mean
don't.
she looking like how she looking. I don't know
Oh
what's
man.
going on up there. She's running around with a little antenna, trying to trying to reach the aliens. I don't know. All she got
she
to do now, put some tin foil around it, and she
she
be ready
reaching
to
out to
go.
three eye. She reaching out to Three Eye Atlas.
Or maybe she just trying to go 5G. Maybe that's how we gonna get the album. She gonna stream it from her little antenna. I don't know. You know,
Oh, that's fire. Oh, that's fire. I like that. That's fire.
you know.
She gonna beam the album out like that.
Yeah,
That's how we
yeah,
gonna get
yeah,
it. We
yeah.
gotta tune so everybody, don't worry about Spotify, don't worry about
Get
iTunes
you
and
a
none of that.
hanger and an
Get
old TV,
right. Get you an antenna
and be ready to
and
catch that signal.
she's gonna give it out that way.
Mhm.
That was funny. That's some funny shit. Yeah, Jimmy Zayas, yeah, Uncle Jam's Army. Let me talk about that real quick. See, the energy that I want to
How
interject
we
and
gonna
give to
do a
the
live about doing a live reaction to an album that you can't nobody find?
yeah, it's like we're listening to that. You know what? It just reminds me of Pootie Tang. Remember he dropped an album and it was
That
just
was
like
fabulous. Oh my goodness. Pootie went into the studio,
it went
ain't say nothing. It went straight to the radio.
it
And
went
people was
viral.
sitting there, Pootie did it again, man. He did it again. Wasn't nothing playing. People sitting there, yeah, Pootie. Wanda Sykes was losing her mind. She was just a jam. Yeah, this the jam. This my jam, yo. And Pootie just sitting there. Just nothing coming out. Nothing. Nothing. And it was a hit. It was a
So
hit.
I think that's what we got right now. We got that's the album. But I'm looking forward to hearing it. I do want to hear it. I ain't gonna front. That's dope. Uh,
Listen
uh,
to me. I'm curious to hear it. Um, but I ain't gonna give it too much listen because I don't,
I
no,
know,
I know what kind of time she on.
I
I know
know.
what kind of time she on. I know she
They
casting.
they were they were saying in the Revolt Drink Champs interview that looked like she got Alchemist mesmerized. Like it looked like she got him under her spell. That's what they're saying.
Well, I mean, you lay down with witches. You wake up
Okay.
with, you wake up with rat
Mm,
tails and I knew.
damn. Yeah, they were talking about the album, and then I know you chimed in when they were talking about her drinking. She said she drunk for the first time when she was what she say 30,
No, when she was 40. She ain't start drinking
40.
till she was 40 and then she had everybody on their knees crawling around the hallway. That sound more like, vegetable mushroom induced um
Mm.
than anything. And I just for me, I don't understand why people gotta lie. Like I just don't understand why people gotta lie. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. You
And they were talking about the Badusi incense. Wow.
Yeah, she had the fragrance too, and I told everybody stay away from it. It got the C19 in it. I told everybody it's a government project. It's a government psyop. Y'all better leave that stuff alone. I guess that's why she turned it into an incense. I don't know. I,
That's probably what had people crawling in the when they were talking about crawling in the hotel floor, the hallway.
listen
She
to
probably
me.
burned some of that incense.
Look, whatever they doing, they doing.
They doing it.
I told everybody stay away from it. Got the C19 in it. I told everybody in Dallas when they was in the day, yeah, she doing the. And I'm like, go on in, mess around with that. It's a government psyop.
Yeah.
Go on
Okay.
over there, get you some of that, and get you some of, and get you and get and stick yourself with that jab, and watch life get real interesting, And eh, I don't. Oh, have mercy. All I can say is I'm curious to see what the project sounds like, considering the Alchemist, his pedigree. I think it's gonna be credible.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anybody should expect anything special. She's been tone deaf since 95. That's not going to change. She's going to say some old crazy 5% mixed with some pimp stuff. And I don't know if she's going to be dropping science, but she's definitely going to be talking some shit. And you know,
Um,
I I don't know. I
what
mean,
What if she hit you and said, "Yo, cousin, let's just collab. Fuck it. Let's just do a song together." Would you
I'd
do
hang up. I'd hang up whatever the transmission was and pray immediately.
it?
Um, immediately, cause yeah, I don't. Yeah, suck hard. I don't. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with the suck
Yeah,
hard.
suck hard, ladies. That was crazy.
Uh, you
That was
know,
crazy.
eh, I'm. I.
Okay. We ain't gotta talk about that no more. I essentially just was driving home the fact that, you know, hip hop ain't going nowhere. Real hip hop is back. And let me talk about this because we was talking about this too,
I'd
Jag,
rather
about just
hear a project from Khalees.
oh damn. Oh shoot.
Like, yeah, let's hear from Khaleesi. I
Okay.
no,
And
because there's so many amazing. There's so many other artists that I wish. The only thing they proven right now is that the world is going straight to hell. Like, if Mariah Carey is back out, you
the
already
adventures of
know
well,
times is
the
harder.
adventures of the adventures of Mima, not Mimi. They said Jay-Z coming out with a new album. I'm like, what?
For
Who's gonna?
what?
Who wanted to hear what you gotta say? Like,
For
I ain't
what?
trying to. Shout out to Conway though, Conway the Machine. I like him,
Yeah, and
and
condolences to your
unfortunately,
career.
right?
Signed over
Unfortunately,
there at Rock Abomination.
thank you, my aunt. Appreciate you. I appreciate she's always coming through. Thank you, my aunt. We appreciate it.
Gratitude, Maya. I always love it when you're in the building. No, I don't understand. Why do we need another Jigga Man album?
We don't.
People
We're
don't
done.
even want to see him at his wife concert. Like, they said that the Beehive was like, why he here, Ike? Why he here? Like, they was not eat like the Beehive. They was like, oh there, that's cute. Like, when nobody
Wow.
like do you know who I'd rather hear an album from?
Who?
Any dead MC. Dig them up. Dig them
They
up.
said they said Benny Siegel is dropping something. I guess with AI. Like, did you hear
Oh, I'm
about that?
sorry. I'm always relevant.
Who
And
said that?
ain't
Oh, King,
nobody mad.
get your ass out of here, boy.
Ain't nobody mad. Like, I'm
Get
being
out of here.
I'm being dead ass serious. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody want to hear them. Don't nobody really want to hear none of these people. Let's just keep it a buck. They all paying they little ferryman costs so that they can, survive. And
Yeah.
like, how many old school artists is Alchemist gonna produce? Like, what is he, the new Underground Railroad for aged hip hop? Like,
Yeah, we like I'm not mad at the boom bap, but I mean,
do you want to know who I would love to hear back out here
Camp
producing
Lo.
projects? Oh, of course I would love to hear Camp Lo. I would love to hear Just Blaze.
Oh
I would
man.
love to hear, like, there's
Just
so many great
play.
producers right now that should be contributing that aren't contributing.
Man, for real. We were just talking about, we said just Blake when we were listening to Freeway. Uh we still hustle till the sun come up, like fire. That beat free was just woo. I was like, what happened to Just Blaze?
Like, I'm not understanding. You want to know who else I really man, there's a couple other producers that I
I
would
want to
love
hear
to
some.
hear.
I want to hear some Easy Mo B.
You know
You know
what?
how I love Easy Mo B. Shout out to
I
Easy
ad-
Mo B.
I adore Easy Moby. I've been waiting on doing a song with Easy Moby my whole career. You want to
Well,
know?
check it out. We got some stuff in the wraps. We're not gonna talk, but I've talked to some producers who are like, hey, I don't mind working with Jag, and these dudes are dope. And like, yeah.
Justice League also hot, but I mean, there are some real architects of hip hop that just they're not being heard right now. And it, it
hmm
kind of it kind of breaks my heart.
I would say what Life is Beautiful, Two Chains, Larry June, and Alchemist, what they did.
No,
And
it's
and
really
and
nice, but can I be honest? I got bored like 4 songs in.
well, this is what I was saying. And Do It All from Lords and Underground, he mentioned this some time ago. He said something, he called something adult contemporary hip hop. And we need to have a genre. I hate using that term genre, but yeah, just adult contemporary hip hop. Like Life is Beautiful, the beat is sick, and then what they're talking about is dope. Chains is snapping on there. He's like, "Woo." But yeah, like you said, after a while, it's kind of okay,
Well, no, I mean, and
But then,
and and no disrespect to the Alchemist, but the truth is, he for me, in my opinion, um, when he dominates the project, he goes into a space. He's authentic in that space, but he gets stuck there.
yeah, exactly,
He gets
exactly,
stuck. Like that was the
yeah.
gorgeous thing about Jay Dilla.
Ooh,
Like Dilla had a
rest in
way.
peace.
Oh my God, he had a way. And when he dominated a project. He knew how to take something and turn it on its head and then take it
hmm
and flip it and spin it and
hmm
fricassee it and fry it and remix it and like he just we've lost, and it's wild because you see a bunch of people. I think that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with Tom Mishk because
Oh
Tom
yeah,
Mishk, oh, you
yeah,
can hear his Dilla influence all through him.
yeah.
And he bent it right back into jazz. So it was almost as if he took the spirit of Dilla and then gave it back to where Dilla took it from. You know,
Well,
just
that producer, the producer is because I'm thinking of that song "No Peace." Who produced that? That's the
Alpha
guy,
Mist, Alpha Mist,
Alpha Mist. Oh yeah, Alpha Mist is dope. Yes, yes.
which is
That's the
funny because you got the Alchemist and then you got
and
Alpha
you got
Mist.
Alpha Mist. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alpha Mist is dope. And yeah, you're right. Like some producers are, they're in that space one dimensional. And like I said, when I get back on my production, because I really, maybe next year, y'all probably won't even be seeing me on YouTube.
No
I'll do
disrespect,
my
but
Patreon.
Ninth Wonder kind of she
It's
kind of
yeah,
suffered from that syndrome
yeah,
as well.
yeah. Someone who and then people don't give props to is my guy from um Above the Law 187.
Mm.
Because his dad was his dad was a dope artist. He produced that. It's a very known song. I forget, but nonetheless. And then somebody
Oh,
like
ain't
DJ Quick.
nobody
Of course, I'm
taking
going back to
nothing away
Compton.
from Premiere. Ain't nobody
Oh
taking
no,
nothing away from
Primo
Premiere.
Primo's a legend. Come on, Primo's a
Primo's,
legend. You
listen
can't.
to me. Look, that track that he
The
did
Living
with
Proof
Ab
album by Group
Soul,
Home. The
the
Living
track
Proof
that he
album by
did with
Group
Ab
Home.
Soul, gotta rap,
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
gotta rap, hella hard. But y'all gotta understand, for me, Primo, it's rough for me. It's rough for me
Why?
because I miss Guru.
Oh, got you. Rest in peace, Guru.
Like when I heard Gotta Rat,
You
Ab
thought of
Soul
Guru?
bodied, he bodied, but I can hear Guru in the background
Yeah, yeah.
every time I listen to that track. And
And not taken
and
away from
shout out to
another.
DJ Quick. Ain't nobody taking nothing away from
Oh
Quick.
no, Quick is a legend. Shout out to Quick. I was
You
backstage
got
with him
some,
when
yeah. I was about to say you got
I
some
was.
footage of with him over at
Yeah,
Rhymefest,
yeah, yeah. But I
right?
was
Yeah.
backstage with him when he was on up. That dude's a genius. I shout out to Quick because people like he played them hits. He produced in the club. He produced that one joint by Eve that everybody thought Dr. Dre did. Remember that one joint that she did on her album, Everything I Want, whatever. That's Quick.
That's Quick, yeah.
I said, what? I thought that was Dre the whole time. But I
I
listened to it
mean,
now. I'm like, oh, that is Quick.
he'd have let you think that way, just like Jay-Z let everybody think Imaginary Players was an original record when he stole it from Angela and Renee and ain't getting nobody no credit. But
He
hey,
just
you
he just
know,
dropped the video for it. He just dropped the video for it. Like I've never seen like that. They never did a video for it, right? Like back then, did
no,
they do a
no,
video
no.
for it?
I think they did a bunch of videos, but it never got pushed. Like I said, it was never a single. It wasn't a hot record.
And
It
it was
wasn't
it
a
was
hot
reason.
record. It was just it was an album joint.
Yeah.
It was a coaster. No, I
I
mean,
was I was gonna mention another producer, Hit Boy, who did like albums with Nas. Shout out to Hit Boy. He from out here. He from 909. He from LA. So
oh man, we had some dope beat makers back in Philly though. Salute to Ruggedness. Salute to Champ.
and I'm gonna say this: a producer who I gotten to know through you, Fell, DJ Fell. I didn't know
Yeah,
like his production. I'm like, I've been listening to this dude for years. I didn't know that was him. But the
I
dopest
know.
joint he did was with he. Now I ain't gonna say the dopest. The one that stands out to me is Snoop Dogg and Razzcast's song called LL Cool J.
Yeah.
That beat is bananas.
Bye.
Took the took the Tina Marie and Rick James.
Yeah.
DJ Fell's a beast.
And guess what? Most people don't even remember. There's so many awesome awesomes.
And see, that's the beauty of what I'm talking about. See, there's so many unknown producers that this new crop, and then what I was talking about about hip hop, I was saying hip hop is forever, 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 forever. And in the beginning of it wasn't in '73. It goes way beyond that. I'm just saying what we call it
Your
now is hip
Patreon
hop.
is age restricted?
Is age restricted? Um, no, I don't have any. I don't even. I don't know. Let me hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Why y'all? It's not an OnlyFans. God damn it.
I mean, there are a few producers that don't do a lot of sampling, but see, this is the beautiful thing about the art of sampling. And this is what takes like catalogs with people like Jay-Z and Diddy and all of that, and goes to show you where it became exploitive. The joy of sampling is to find a piece or a couple pieces, a couple of moments in an amazing record, and then create a completely new imagination around it, a completely new palette. That's what made Jay Dilla so fan freaking tastic. Because the way he could take a sample and reimagine everything around it, you would never guess where the sample came from. You would never know unless you really knew music or unless you favored the kind of catalog that he favored. But man, and even if you did know, what he would do with it would blow your mind. And that's the beauty of hip hop. It was taking something that was and refurbishing it into something new, something completely different, something bright, or something dark, or something melancholy, or something joyful. Then, you know, the swagger jackets came along and they just started snatching whole 8 bars of records and running with them, zhuzhing it up, adding some hip hop drums, throw a deeper bass line on it, get a nice clean mix from Axel or yeah, it got real cookie cutter, real retardo. Have I tried producing? I do produce. I have made beats. I just don't share that part of myself with anybody. It's for me, it's like a hobby. Like I'm a real, 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 real artist. Easy Mo B over Jermaine Dupri every day.
Oh hell
Um,
yeah! What the hell?
every,
No question.
every day, all day. I ain't gotta think about it. Easy Mo B was the heart and soul of the Bad Boy Hitman. I would have to say, at times, the most valuable player. Salute to my friend, God rest his soul, Chucky Thompson. God, I miss him. Oh, I miss Chucky. Uh, Stevie, Stevie, he did what he done. Yeah, the truth is Stevie followed orders. But yeah, man, when I think about Mecca, man, that studio, D&D Studios, being in that place, you could smell the hip hop oozing out of the sidewalk in front of the building. I remember being a kid, being in those walls, listening to them, just the genius Primo coming out of one room, Moby coming out another. They were the two greatest producers that built Mecca. And salute to hip hop. It's crazy. I think back to that time, it's 30 years ago now. Sometimes it still feels like it was just yesterday. And then when I listen to hip hop now, it's just like, like I think that's the thing that I want to listen to I want to listen to that Ghostface project from beginning to
Yeah,
end.
yeah.
Like
Take
I
a
really
listen.
want to
It's
listen
dope.
to it. The thing is I just got a feeling it's just going to be a bunch of nostalgia.
It is to a degree because like I said, it goes back. It's like it reminds me of '88. That's what it does.
Oh, listen to me. I listen to music from Africa. Like I think a lot of people keep forgetting I worked with Femi Kuti, Fela Kuti's son. Baba Mall is dear to my heart. Like, man, Devontae was a good producer, just not you talk Tricky Stewart was dope too. But there are certain pillars of hip hop that can never be touched.
Yeah.
That can never be touched. And man, shout out to my boy, Mad Ice, Hot Runner, TL the Hot Runner. You know, African music is, but see, in my opinion, that's our music too. Like, it's all us. The soul. Fela's son, Femi. Femi's sons, from what I hear, are blowing up. They're dominating, like on a whole nother level. Yeah, me and Femi, we did a song. I wrote the hook, "Fight to Win," back in
Yeah.
2001. I just couldn't be in the music video because at that time it was illegal to go to Cuba, and they told me if I went, I would have to go through Canada, and they told me if I tried to come back into the states and I did, I was gonna have to go through a body cavity search. I was like, oh, y'all just trying to make sure I go to penitentiary.
There's another way to get there. You ain't got to do all that.
No, not back then. Not back at that time. They was tracking passport. Heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't no getting into Cuba. Not unless I had to went by water.
Yeah. Well, there's another
And
way. I ain't gonna say it online.
but I, yeah, I missed my opportunity to be in that video. Yeah, she
Okay.
fled to Cuba and she ain't never left. She can't come back here.
It ain't his sister. It's his mom's sister. It's his auntie.
Yes, his aunt. But
And I ain't mad. Maybe
listen
I'll
to
show some of
me.
my video when I was in Cuba.
We can't even begin to talk about the unfairness and the unjust stuff that happened when it came to Fela. I hated the fact that it was the Jigga Man that had his name on that play. It's man, if anybody knows the story about when the government came busting up into his crib, doing his family dirty, what they did to him. And then he wrote Zombie. Oh my goodness. Have you ever heard Zombie? Zombie, oh zombie, oh, zombie, oh zombie. Tell them to go quench a Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. No break, no jam, no sex. A Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. Tell them to go a Jordan, Jordan, Jordan. No break, no jam, no sex. A Jordan, Jordan. Going. Oh my goodness. When's the last time you heard Zombie? Have you know Zombie, don't you? Odell.
You say zombie?
Yeah, have you never
I
heard
think I
Zombie?
heard it. Yeah, I heard it that one time you played it. I didn't even know you worked with him before that. But yeah, I know. Of course, I got albums. I got Fela Kuti's albums, and yeah,
Zombie is like, and it's so wild because he's sitting there, talking about the mindless nature of those who follow the government
yeah,
and for the exactors of injustice for the government and how it doesn't even matter. They don't see anything. They're just taking the orders. They're just going out blindly and doing, it's and then when you just look at the metaphor for how it translates into, yeah, it's original Afrobeat, for crying out loud. Fela
that
Kuti,
is it. Yeah,
the James Brown of Africa. It's it's the same thing in our world now. Our world is filled with zombies.
yep,
What an
yep.
interesting conversation we've been having today.
Well, let's wrap it because
We started off talking about Erykah Badu album. Ain't nobody heard. Can't find it. Can't do it. Ended up with Fela. Ain't that something?
that's how it is. But yeah, um, y'all look, y'all go to jaguarwright.com. She got the hoodies. I need to put the other hoodie on your site too. The cruelty free. That's just cruelty free
Mm-hmm.
artistry. But they all will have the
QR code.
QR code attached, so you guys could, you know, stay tuned. Look at this new way of us giving out content on there. So, you have the shirt or hoodie, and it'll have a QR code attached. And if you want to see new updated songs, you'll be first to listen to it. And then live performances, boom, they'll be there. It's we about to turn it up. So we're trying to do something different. This is hip hop. So
And hip hop is so much more than most people give it credit for or even think. Hip hop is it's not a genre. It really was meant to be a lifestyle. Hmm. Oh man. The dream of hip hop. Man, I almost had a little hope for us when we started having hip hop movies about hip hop love stories, and the next thing you know, everybody was naked and losing their mind on pharmaceutical. You know. Ah. Oh wow. This is funny.
mm-hmm,
So I'm looking at a comment from the last
mm-hmm.
slide. Do you see
I'm
it?
looking. I see it. Let me respond.
People, wow. People be wild and they just be saying anything. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Weirdos. That's what they are. Okay,
It's funny.
y'all.
I just want to know something. If somebody were to get um, you know, beat up, how do you only get beat up in your pupil, in your eyeball? What happened to the skin around it? Like if you got beat up and your eye is red, you would need to have, there would have to be a shiner or something. Like people don't understand how allergies work.
They don't, I guess.
Ain't nobody ever heard about an allergy making your eye red. Like, man, y'all be wanting me to be tore up. Just to be y'all be wanting the worst for me. Oh well. I could say something, but see, then that would just be doing too much. And I can't do that. So I gotta stay on the porch. I can't go wild out. I can't go run out into the street. I gotta stay on the porch.
All right. Okay, well, let's just end it. And y'all, look, Auntie Leah is gonna go live in about an hour. So y'all go,
Yeah, y'all make
yo,
sure y'all keep it going
get
with the
on over there.
family.
Get on over there because yeah, we're gonna be in the building too. And yeah, that's it. I still got some other stuff I gotta do. But yeah, y'all, appreciate y'all tuning in. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, we're restoring hip hop. We're gonna restore hip hop.
Hopefully we'll be able to do it before the world, comes to an end, of the internet, you know, turns into Skynet and starts launching stuff.
Too late. It's too late. That's too late
um,
for real. All right.
hey, you
All
want to
right,
come
y'all.
in? You want to? Never mind. I was about to say something.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. And yeah, you get over to Auntie Leah's house in an hour. All right, y'all.
Peace and salute to J Miss.